Hey, for those of you who need to replace the piece of junk trigger in your Dyson V10, here's a little additional info you might like to have. Doing the actual job is well documented on YouTube, but what isn't always well documented is what type of screwdriver you need for each type of screw. So that's what I'm going to tell you. Okay, right here, there's 4 screws you're going to get, you see up in here, and there's 2 down here. Those are, let's see right there. Those are Phillips heads. Use a PH1. It's a bit of a smaller head. It'll get in there and work just fine. Here's the motor assembly. The screws that go right here and attach the power supply to the circuit board are T8s, Torx 8s. You need a Torx 8 for that. There are also Torx 8s that go here and here. They're easy to access, so you don't need any type of special Torx 8 or anything for it. But that's what those screws are. Now what's interesting and unusual, let me look down here. Here's another over here, inside here. These are also Torx 8, T8s. Now the problem with using a standard T8 is trying to get it at an angle to get in there. So what I recommend is if you use one of these, stick it in there with your finger, and using your fingers, you can normally get just enough torque on it to get it out. If that doesn't work, I'd recommend getting one of these to allow you to go in there with that T8. Okay, the tough one, the one that'll really get you, the one that just makes you curse out Dyson, is the screw down inside the trigger, holding the whole assembly in. It's right down, whoops, down the side there. Let me see if I can get a shot of it. Yeah, you can kind of see it down there in the center top. That's a T9, Torx 9, and you'll need at least a 3-inch shaft to get down in there. What I mean by that is something like this right here. That's actually 2.75, but this grip here is just small enough to get in there. What will not work, if I can find it here, is something like this, where you put a little T8 bit in there. This sleeve is too thick to get all the way down in there to get to that screw. So you'll definitely need a dedicated T9 like this one. There may be some that use the tiny bits, but again, you're going to need that long shaft to get in there. Otherwise, the job is pretty straightforward, as you'll see on all the other YouTube videos. Thanks.